Right, are we up and running? I think we might be. Oh, my screen's blank. That's really useful. There we go. Now we're up and running, I think. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up underneath the video if we're coming through loud and clear. Type something in the chat, and then I know you're there. Say hello, especially if you're new. Say hello. Let's see who's there. Evening, Peter. Simon, good evening. Stevie. Excellent. Gary, marvellous, a few people there. Right, evening all. Hope we're all well. Had a jolly weekend. Warm today, wasn't it? Stuck in the warehouse most of the day, sorting out people's collections, of course, when it's warm. That's just typical. Evening, Peter W. Peter B, Stella, hello, hello. Marvellous. Yeah, so just a quickie, because we've got to get done, and I've got to get back on the road. 2.5 hours back to Cotswolds for a 6 o'clock start in the morning again. Lovely, but there we are. Evening, Peter C, Paul. So, yeah, busy. So regarding auction stuff, just about everything's been collected. Carrier's collecting, I'm not sure what day he's collecting. But if you booked in, he's now informed you when. A couple of payments I'm chasing, so I'll be able to do the payouts probably this week. I'll get on to those. So if you've sold stuff, if I haven't already got your bank details from last auction or two, ping me an email with them or text or something, and I can sort that out later in the week. Yes, excellent. That's good. Regarding entries for the next auction, which is September 29th, I'm probably not around next weekend, but the one after, which is Bank Holiday weekend, I don't think we're working Monday on the TV job, shouldn't be. So hopefully it's a long weekend, and I'll try and be at Godmanchester and at Leamington as well that weekend. I haven't sorted out which days yet, but bear that in mind. So yeah, I'll take the big van to Leamington if you want to drop stuff off there for the September 29th auction. So just accepting slots for that one again only. There's a few other bits and bobs knocking around, but I'm not taking anything other than slot machines again. Just for time constraints really, so bear that one in mind. And hopefully we'll have another good sale again. We already had about 70 machines this last one, which was really good. So hopefully we'll have another good sale. There's a couple of big arcade pieces hopefully on their way in. Some Allwinds again, somebody's spoken to me about. A couple of Brian's bits. Yeah, so it should be a good varied selection again, hopefully. Yeah, as per usual, as soon as the stuff's in, I'll start taking some little phone snaps of it for the videos. And we'll hopefully get time to do videos this time. We'll see. Paul, don't forget to still sort out June. Yeah, what was the delay on that? It's sorted, whatever it is, isn't it? So I need to do that. And all, have you seen, Paul, the set of 8 footballers for sale for your football machine coming up for auction in Bonhams? I'm sure you've mentioned, somebody's mentioned it to you, or you've seen it yourself. If not, ping me an email and I'll send you a link or something. So yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Let's see what people are wanting, shall we, for the auction, and we'll have a quick look at the papers from 40 years ago. Is there any new wants this week? I don't think there is, actually. Up the poll, I think that was the last thing on there last week, wasn't it? But have a scroll down, see if you've got any of this lot. There's hopefully a nice crane coming in. I can't remember which model it is offhand. I think there's a shooter coming, a big shooter of some sort being talked about. A French crane has been mentioned. Ruffer Walker Racer, possibly. Another crane. Yeah, so there should be a few big bits. Fingers crossed. A very nice Allwin, hopefully on its way. I'm just scrolling down myself, trying to think what people have mentioned that's coming in. Yeah. Anyway, have a look down if you've got any of that lot. We've got people waiting to buy, so yeah, there you go. Who's texted me? Is that something? I'm trying to take a picture of myself here. I don't want to do that. That's very nasty. Footballers. Somebody just texted me. Yes, footballers for the football machine. Gosh, footballers. Let's see if we can find them. What have I put them under? Spares for pushers, possibly. Last one we sold. Coin entries and shoots. No. I think they went under flashes. Flashes have some strange reason. There's one, look. These things. Little penny flicker machine things. Them. Evening, Roger Elaine. So yeah, so don't miss those. Now, what else do I need to tell you? Yes, so I'd say bank holiday weekend, possibly pencil that in. I'm going to try and be at God Manchester one day and Leamington another day, one of which might be the Monday, depending on how things fit in. Super. Anything else to tell you on the auction front? Well, I've also had a little one-owner collection come in of pub mirrors, about 65 or 70 pub mirrors. A load of other like advertising, framed advertising stuff. Most of it's Reaper, I think, but old Reaper, like 70s stuff. I think somebody collected it all over years and years and years. If you want some mirrors for your games room walls or whatever, I might do all that as a timed, just a timed auction or something. When I've got time to photograph them all. Which, of course, photographing mirrors is a bit of a challenge, to put it mildly. I need to get cameras set up and things, and then just do the whole lot in one go. Yeah, right. Do we have a quick look at the World's Fair and the coin slot from the 10th of August 1984. See what the headlines were. Have a quick scout through. If there's any comments, questions, or anything in the meantime, fire away. I'll try and keep an eye on anybody needs to know, etc. Right, so August 10th, 1984, £3.5 million revamp for Great Yarmouth's Wellington Pier. The future of Wellington Pier, Great Yarmouth, is settled. Visions of an all-year-round leisure complex at the pier emerged after Great Yarmouth Borough Council approved a scheme submitted by the Paul Robinson Partnership for the redevelopment of the pier. Multi-million pound proposals were ratified at a council meeting, and it will mean a new era for a 130-year-old pier, which must now be 170 years old then. Tenant Developments Limited will spend the next 3 years transforming the 1.75 acre site and expect to cost £3.5 million. Apparently. There'll be Helter Skelter, water shoot, splash pool, 1,000, conference centre for 1,000 people, bar, food court, floating base for water sports, rooftop disco, and a repurposed theatre. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Yachts for Goose Fair. The first set of yachts to appear at Nottingham Goose Fair since the retirement of Harry Lee's famous steam pair will head of the list of major attractions planned to appear in this year's fair. The yachts are those travelled by Lancashire showman William Hill, which last year enjoyed considerable success at Hull Fair. Oh, there you go. So tell you much more about them. What else was happening? Arson still a possible cause of the mystery blaze. Oh dear. A mystery fire early last Saturday morning at the Michael Collins Fair on Stanley Park, Liverpool, completely burnt out the lorry belonging to Lawrence Silcock Jr. and severely damaged Alacia Massey's lorry, which was parked alongside. Okay. What else exciting was happening? Let's see. North Devon Fairs, Festival. No. Oh, there's a picture there of an arcade. called the Holiday Inn. Or the Halliday Inn. Ah, very clever. Unfortunately, 1980s newsprint is not very clear to see. You can't see many machines in the arcade. Northern Section travellers Mrs. Lavinia Halliday and her son George were warmly congratulated by showmen and members of the public alike on the magnificence of their new sign on their amusement arcade at Newcastle Town Hall Fair. The sign, Halliday Inn, provided a brilliant spectacle. Very clever. I wonder how long that lasted before they got sued by Holiday Inn. Let's see what's for sale. A bit of a thin paper this week. A Colson toy set, £2 grand. Cheap. Pop posters. Pop jigsaws. Oh, look at this. You could have Michael Jackson, Duran Duran, Shakin' Stevens and Boy George for £30 per 100. Excellent. I'm sure we all need some Shakin' Stevens jigsaws. 30p each. Marvellous. And here's what the price is on. 12 distorted glass mirrors, 2,000 quid. It's fair enough. Volkswagen LT, not much for sale this week either. Wanted, all types of mechanical machines and working models, also old jukeboxes and fair organ carvings. Don't we all? Star Warehouse. Okay. Lord Bernstein auction, a huge success. What's this under circus? Lord Bernstein, 85-year-old president of the Granada Group, sold part of his important circus collection by auction at Sotheby's in London on July 26th. This collection, dating back to almost the start of Astley's Amphitheatre in 1768, contained many fine examples of handbills, posters, playbills, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Of 64 lots on sale, 9 of which were from other sources. Sotheby's have placed a top figure estimate of £18,675, so a total top estimate of 64 lots. The total sum reached was 46,810. So as per usual, it proves how crap Sotheby's estimates were even back then. Fake estimates is one of my pet hates of auctions. That's quite interesting. Might have to read that probably later on. Nice picture of Jerry Cottle there. East London. Jerry invites children to circus workshop. Jerry Cottle invited children in the Walthamstow area of East London, where the circus was tenting, to come along and act out their fantasies in the ring. At £1 a head, the price included a can of Coke. Well done. About 40 youngsters of all ages joined the small sons and daughters of circus performers, bringing the number to over 50 in the first of its kind circus workshop. Members of the Jerry Cottle Circus School, recruited early this year, several having reached professional standards, helped them onto the especially low trapeze and the tightrope, which was no higher than 2 feet, juggling and clowning, etc., etc. Marvellous. London's White City is due to close very soon to make way for new development. Okay, hot ice, hot's up. Visitors to Blackpool have been pouring into the Ice Drome at Blackpool Pleasure Beats since this season's spectacular ice show opened on June the 30th. Hot ice is proving so popular that organisers have just announced extra performances. Hot Ice is a slick, fast-moving, dazzling show on ice. Blah, blah, blah. Do they still do the ice show at Blackpool? I think they do, don't they? Not sure. It was very good last time I saw it, but that's probably, gosh, it might be 10 years ago, to be honest. I don't think they still do it, do they? I don't know. Somebody will know. The Hot Ice show is still going in Blackpool. Okay. Lots of steam engines. They all look the same to me. Sorry. Not particularly steam engine buff. There's a nice picture there of a steam engine with Armoroid Lanes, Coronation Speedway, which is now down in Folly Farm, of course. Looking rather fabulous. Peter says, yes, they still do. A shorter season and still very good. That's the ice show at Blackpool. Yes, well worth a look. It was very good last time I saw it. Yeah, it was a few years before the whole COVID bollocks, wasn't it? So it probably was over 10 years ago, I guess. Okay, let's see what's in the coin slot. Custom set to beat Bottleneck, a dual system for administering gaming machine licenses, was announced this week to come into effect on October the 1st. It will provide two categories of licenses, normal and special. And the operator may select the system he chooses to suit the style of his operation. Okay, Bellfruit's Giant Rebuild. Bellfruit took the opportunity at the opening of its new showrooms and headquarters on the Stag Industrial Estate at Bilston to launch its new three-wheel AWP rebuild Jack and the Giant, a conversion on Climax. There you go. Right, what have we got in here then? Interesting. JPM team set for Cardiff Marathon. 7 employees of the Cardiff-based machine manufacturers JPM, pictured above, entered a marathon. They seem to be spectacularly short shorts. As such was the way in 1984. I seem to remember from school days. Pool, what's the name? Stuff like pool as usual. Leisureland opening. Television, radio and cabaret star Andy Cameron. Anybody ever heard of him? Was the guest at the opening of Leisureland, 286 Main Street, Wishaw on June 23rd. Other Leisurelands are at Bathgate and Hamilton, and there are indications that another is planned for later in the year at Edinburgh. Owner Raymond Cardona has provided in these openings an interesting pattern of a 3-in-1 operation, combining an amusement area, a coffee shop and a snooker hall, providing for 3 separate clienteles. Situated on the principal shopping street of the town, it occupies 2 floors, the snooker room in this instance being on the first floor. At ground level there is a Miss Munchie's coffee shop located to the left, and the remaining space is utilised for the amusement machine side. Okay, there you go. A plan to set up a new amusement arcade on the Grand Parade at Skegness is running into opposition from town councillors. What a surprise. Plans to convert a garage block at Wyndham, Norfolk Town Centre into an amusement arcade have been put before the South Norfolk District Council. I don't suppose that ever happens. Oops. Oh, apparently from next week, readers will notice a completely new look and feel to their copy of the coin slot. A new masthead has been specially designed to coincide with the introduction of a superior quality printing paper, which brings full colour availability to the pages of coin slot every week. Excellent. We might have full colour on the coin slot next week. We'll look forward to that. Okay. Interesting machines in here. Lots of AWPs. That's an interesting looking thing. UK license sought for Bumper Shuffle. American manufacturer Coin Computer Company, based at Troy, Michigan, is seeking a license in the UK to produce its Bumper Shuffleboard game above. The game is an unconventional shuffleboard comprising 2 united in 1, but utilising far less space than 2 tables. It measures 22 feet and occupies a total floor of 91 square feet. I know you won't see this tiny little picture of it unless you've got it on a big screen. There's 2 shuffleboard alleys with like 1 scoreboard at the end. Interesting. I bet there's none of those left. the coin slot technical course. I don't think we'll go through that. Where's the top 10? That's always fun, isn't it? Jukebox top 10. Here it is. At 4, Whatever I Do by Hazel Dean. At 3, It's a Hard Life by Queen. Certainly is, isn't it? At 2, Agadoo by Black Lace. Goodness me. Remember that one. And at number 1, Careless Whisper, George Michael. That was the top 10 jukebox hits 40 years ago. There you go. Flexibility is the key to Electrocoin's survival, apparently. The claim that Electrocoin Automatics is Britain's largest producer of video games is one that the London-based company has bandied about fairly regularly recently. It is also the kind of claim that fills us with an intensive desire to duck each time we use it. Past experience has shown that claims as all-embracing as that are there to be shot down. This time it didn't happen, perhaps because there are so few companies specifically producing video games, or because those who are struggling along on small numbers. Electrocoin isn't producing them from its London headquarters in Tottenham Court Road, of course, but from the factory in Ferry Road, Cardiff. Okay. Quite interesting article. I haven't got time to read it all. Let's see what was for sale in the coin slot. A container with 24 Holly Crane slot machines. No price. So that's not a lot of good, is it? Prices. We want prices. Why is there no prices on adverts as usual? For sale, Rockola 477 Max plus a brand new wall box plus stepper $7.95. It's a bit thin on sales this week. Videos. Right, tables. Any pool pin tables for sale this week? Very boring. Sorry about that. How annoying. Wanted second-hand pushers. Oh, that's a bit boring this week. Sorry. Nothing very exciting at all. Any gossip? Maybe some gossip on the back page. Aristocrat Promotions. Australian expat Mr. Bill Redshaw, who during the past 2 years has been European sales manager and currently acting general manager, has completed his tour of duty in the UK and now returns to his principal position within Aristocrat's international sales division. That's about it. Boring week, isn't it? Oh well. There you go. That was it. Right then, so I think that's it for me. I shall finish my tea off. Let me just think if there's anything else I need to tell you. So next video, hopefully if I get back in time Friday. It's a bit tight to get home in time on Friday to do a video, to be honest, but I will try. If not, we'll catch up next weekend. So as I say, pencil in bank holiday weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you want to drop anything off for the next auction, that's machines only. And I will endeavour to be at God Manchester Warehouse one day, Leamington Spark the Elephant House the other. So whichever suits you, there'll be the opportunity to drop things off. That's the 29th of September. That's the next auction. In the meantime, as I say, if you've sold stuff in this auction, just get in touch with bank details so I can do your transfer in the week once all the money's cleared through and done all the accounts and everything. And I think that's it. Can't think of anything else I need to tell you. So, have a jolly week, whatever you're up to. I've got more things to make for TV this week. I'm doing what are we doing? We're doing a Fate tomorrow. We start episode 4 of 10 tomorrow. So we're a week and a half's time. We'll be halfway through. Yay. So yeah, we're doing another Village Fate, and then I'm building a shoe factory or something, or boot factory, or I don't know, something like that. Haven't got the drawings yet, and we're filming it in 10 days' time, so that's going to be a quick build. There we are, that's what I do. And I'll see you next weekend. Marvellous. Thank you all very much. Have a jolly week. Catch you soon. Nighty night.